Okay, hello everyone. Welcome back to my code library.net. And this video series, I would like to talk about how to create web APIs project in ASP.NET Core. In That's way that we can create ASP.NET Core with API. We use two types of API in ASP.NET, and I will give the example of tutorial for beginner how to create API by using minimal API and controller based API in ASP.NET. Okay, now let's introduce the first is minimal APIs. What is different between minimal API and controller based API? Minimal API is the project of API that we use in a small project, and for a little feature or a few feature that we can make in our project. A minimal API does not exist a controller, mean that we don't use MVC. But controller based API we use MVC for or we can say we use MVC for in the project template that we use the controller based APIs. And minimal API don't use controller. Is the difference between minimal API and controller based API. So now let's get started to see what's the minimal API and how to create minimal web API in ASP.NET Core the first. So let's go to see tutorial in official websites. As you can see, if we review the API is stand for application programming interface, that we use methods get, post, patch, and all the method that we use. We can see we can make the request and we to server, and the server will respond. So it used two-way method of request and respond. Request by client and respond by server to client. And the method of API is get method, mean that we retrieve all data, that respond from server. Get with parameter, we can say it's a search or read by condition. And post mean that we add new data that request to post data to server. And post mean that updates existing item. Patch mean that partially updates. Delete mean that deletes item. This is a simple way that we use this method in API. Two way that you can how to get start here. Prerequisite is we can use Visual Studio IDE, and we start with Visual Studio codes here. So I can show you how to create new project, API project in Visual Studio step by step in Visual Studio 2022. This first we open Visual Studio codes or Visual Studio. Okay, and we browse for ASP.NET Core empty project templates, because we want to create the minimal APIs that don't have MVC. So I can open Visual Studio 2022. Okay, this you can click create new project, and you can select what we want to create is C# programming. We use C# program, window, and webs. You scroll until you can see ASP.NET Core empty, because we don't use MVC. We just want to create a minimal API. So you can click next. can put here is minimal API. I can click next. This here you can choose .NET framework as you use. I can select either .NET framework that I want to use and config for HTTPS and do not use top level statement. Click create. Waiting for project to be complete creating. Okay, now I have one project. It's called MinimalAPI with a program that you can run the empty ASP .NET Core project by running. And in order to run to test that we can use this in program, you can see a route that can go to the resource, make the route by routing to the endpoint, or make the request. This import statement is by using route to request to server, and server will respond, make respond hello world. So this is the first. We use app.mapget for making route, make route to the endpoint or resource, and server will take response. So in this way you can create file HTTP for create any APIs. So you can click new item, add new item. You can scroll to select HTTP file, and you can rename HTTP file here. I can say my request .http. I can click next. So in this way I can, before I go to do anything here, I can, because the firstly you can use get method to retrieve data or retrieve information from server by use this URI request with this method. So in this way I can click runs because I want to get the ports that we will use. So I can say HTTP localhost and provide any port here. So the port that we provide is we can select between HTTPS and HTTP, and you can click start because I want to see the port that it run by default, HTTPS or HTTP protocol that we apply in this. So as you can see, this port that we use is this. We can copy this port to copy this port, and we provide here. You can pass here and slash. So after then you can send request. So it will make request to server, and then it will reply the response. It will make response to us. So you can save and you can send request to make send request. You can see its status 200 OK because it successfully, the information with the HTTP response is it OK when it will make 200 OK. So it will reply as a plain text is hello world. If you can see the route file here, is mapget / mean that route to make URI by URIs, and make response is hello world. So you can see here is when you send request via this port by this URIs, server will respond to us is 200 and OK because it successful. Status is successful. Status is OK. So it will make response to here. Okay, this is how to use minimal APIs. But I will do anything with minimal APIs in the next video. Thank you. Please subscribe. I will take anything and example with the sample project of using minimal API. Thank you.